Let's talk about the Aquarius full moon happening the 9th of August 2025. Aquarius is the sign of community, the sign of evolution of community. Aquarius is ruled by Saturn and Uranus. Saturn is the god of karma, lessons and evolution. Uranus is the god of destruction and rebellion. We're starting to see the theme. Lessons and evolutions, destruction and rebellion, with a touch of karma, with a touch of like, there is no running away. You can't escape this. You're here to learn, evolve, destroy the old and rebel. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We are having Pluto with this full moon. Pluto in Aquarius for 20 years till 2044. And no need to understand astrology. If you can observe globally, we are seeing a big destruction of the old, a big destruction of the illusion, big destruction of the old paradigm, and rebellion. Rebellion against the system, rebellion against oppression, rebellion against injustice. Pluto is the god of ugly truth. Pluto is the god of the underworld, of the subconscious. Pluto is a slow-moving planet, but an intense one. Aquarius is a fixed sign, so we are going into a fixed rhythm of ugly truth, destroying the old, rebellion, lessons and evolutions. Lessons and evolution, Saturn is the fastest planet in this combination. Saturn 2.5 years, Uranus 8 years, and Pluto 11 to 15 years. Saturn is the constant go of lessons and evolution, karmic lessons and evolution, karmic clearing and evolution. And Saturn is more of like the personal karma. Uranus and Pluto, more of generational one. And here we're going how this full moon is asking you to embrace your lessons, to embrace your karma, to embrace your role in this collective destruction and rebellion. This full moon is opposite Mercury retrograde in Leo. Mercury retrograde is offering us a second chance, a second replay of events, situations, patterns, people. It's going to depend where you have your Mercury and where you have your Leo house and what kind of planets you have them. But I emphasize on revisiting a situation. And when we go back and we revisit something that already happened, so we already have a degree of awareness to how to deal with it. We've already been there, we've already done that. So now we are in a new layer of learning. We are not in the first layer of learning. We are not in the initiation with the lesson. A new layer of learning, a new perspective, seeing it from a different angle, seeing it from a different light. first thing you can do is observing what has been repeating from the 18th of July till now. Mercury is going to go forward to the 11th of August, 2 days after the full moon. What kind of situation that you have been revisiting? And there is certain situations for sure that you felt like, I'm absolutely done with this. I'm ready to do whatever. I'm ready to cut whoever. I'm ready to take the things in my hand and initiate a change because I can't do this anymore. I'm done with it. I'm done with it. I'm ready to accept the ugly truth that has been reflected by this full moon. I'm ready to go deep into my subconscious, and I'm ready to take it from the roots. And here I want you to be easy on yourself, because you can never close a chapter of healing if it's not karmically closed yet. You can do your best to be aware, to be observant, to be present, but you cannot accelerate the healing, or you cannot skip karma. Leo Aquarius archetype. Leo is the sun, the self, the center of the solar system, the main character. I invite you to watch the Leo archetype video. The king archetype. Aquarius is the community. Leo is responsibility, entitlement, royalty. Aquarius is evolution. And here it's like a reminder. You can never be part of the evolution, you can never be part of the revolution if you're not treating yourself as the main character, as the hero of your movie, as the king of your kingdom. Treating it with entitlement, with confidence, and with responsibility. Responsibility. You're the only one responsible for what's going on in your life. You're the only one responsible for any action, any word, any communication, any boundary. It's only you. You can hide next to Pluto and forget that you're the center of the solar system and play the victim next to Pluto, but nothing's gonna change. Not personally or collectively. This acts as reminding us, be the change you want to see in the world, as simple as that. Yes, we all know this saying, we all repeat it, write it on Facebook posts, on Instagram, everywhere, but embodying it is another level. Embodying it is a lifelong journey. This is the first axe of this full moon. What's going on is the other axe that has been very active, which is the axe of Libra, Aries. Aries is the warrior, the self, the initiator, the action-oriented warrior. Libra is the others and relationships dynamics. 2 days before the full moon, the 7th of August, we're gonna have Mars moving into Libra. Mars is the ruler of Aries. Mars is in its full sign in Libra. So Mars is debilitated here. Mars can't really take action because he's always oriented towards others than the self. He's always looking to how to maintain a balance, how to maintain a harmony, even if it means that I'm not going to communicate my boundaries, I'm not going to take actions where I'm supposed to take actions, I'm not going to initiate war because I want to keep harmony. But balance is where Saturn is exalted to. Saturn is the ruler of this full moon. Saturn is the god of justice and karma. So having Mars there, yes, it's debilitated, but there is some sort of divine justice that is happening. Either you initiate it or you don't. So at least be a warrior and initiate it. Opposite to Mars, exactly opposite to Mars, we're having Saturn and Neptune retrograde in Aries. And this is what's creating the tension this week. The main tension. They are both cardinal signs, fire and air, and the other axis fire and air too, so this is volatile. This is tension. Tension personally, interpersonally, and globally. Saturn is the ruler of Aquarius once again, the ruler of this full moon. It's debilitated in Aries. It's not happy in Aries, but this combination is giving us like, where do I restrict myself, where I'm not really being my warrior, where I'm not taking actions and initiating where I'm supposed to take actions and initiating. Where am I sitting peacefully in tables where I'm supposed to flip the table and create the change? Even if it means that I'm gonna lose these people, even if it means that I'm gonna lose a job, even if it means that I'm gonna lose a reputation, even if it means that my life is gonna be a little bit harder outside of this table. But Aries doesn't think about all of these conveniences. Libra thinks about all of this. Aries is war-oriented, justice-oriented, truth-oriented. Where I'm not speaking my truth, where I'm not embodying my truth, where I'm not taking actions according to my values and my truth. Saturn is retrograde, so we are revisiting and reseeing situation. Like, this is a very tense week, this is a very heavy week, but at the same time, learning-wise, evolving-wise, wow! It's beautiful when we are learning in the same situation, the same pattern, because we already progressed. Evolution-wise, this is so beautiful. Lessons-wise, this is so beautiful. Learning-wise, this is so beautiful. We've already been there. We've already done that. We've already had our step back and we observed and we've seen the repercussion of these situations that we are repeating in these retrogrades. Now it's time to act differently. Even if it means acting differently, we're not going to break the cycle fully and we are still in the learning process, but we are learning from a different angle. We are evolving. We are raising awareness through experience. Neptune is the highest dream. Neptune is the dream that tends to illusion. And Neptune in Aries is asking you, are you aiming as high as you want to, or you're shrinking? Is your dream matching your warrior, or your warrior is matching your dream or not? You can be Delulu and having such a high dream, but your warrior can't even set a boundary, not to talk about initiating war or defending a case or speaking the truth unapologetically. Or you can have a strong warrior and you're shrinking this warrior with a limiting dream. Once again, it's going to depend on your chart, it's going to depend on which phase in your life you're going through. Not in the exact same degrees, but in the same sign, in the same house, we're having Chiron retrogrades. Chiron has been in Aries since 2018. Chiron is the wounded healer. Chiron is the warrior who got wounded in war. And these wounds didn't kill him, but the possible and the available remedies didn't heal it neither. So he went on a journey, traveling from one place to another, looking for different modalities, different healings, different cultures, to create his own remedy, which is like a mix of everything that he learned. So at the end, he was able to heal himself, and then the ultimate archetype of Chiron, that he was able to heal others and help others in this Chiron journey. Chiron journey. Not giving prescriptions, not giving like one size fits all healing. In the journey. We've been in Chiron in Aries since 2018, observing the healing of this warrior. And in the retrograde phase, we revisit situations, we redo, we go again through the same people or different people with the same roles. We found ourselves in same situations, maybe from different angle, but very similar. And we are asked to embrace fully the Chiron journey. And Chiron is a reminder that you're the only one responsible for your healing. You can have help, you can have tools, you can have guides, but you're the only one who knows yourself enough and deeply enough to create your own healing, to create your own remedy. No one else. Absolutely no one else. Do you see how much we have the theme of responsibility, the self, the community, the warrior, the king, and especially the word responsibility? We are the only one responsible for our own healing journey. We are the only one responsible for what we are living personally and globally. And we are the only one responsible to create this change that we want to see, we want to witness, we want to live in this kind of society. But what we are witnessing daily is that we are the furthest possible from this reality, really, the furthest possible from this reality. The amount of injustice, the amount of like gaslighting, the amount of lies, the amount of... we're just bitter. Personally, I'm bitter. But I'm trying to use this bitterness and to catalyze it into igniting my warrior and taking full responsibility to create the change, to create this evolution, to be an active actor in this collective evolution, to plant the seeds for the upcoming generations. Pluto is still with us till 2044. For everyone who has been asking me when this is gonna end, it's not gonna end. And we're always having half glass full, half glass empty. And we give our strongest war to our strongest warrior, our toughest war to our strongest warrior. Nos plus gros combats, nos plus gros soldats. You have to rise up to this intensity. You have to work on your warrior, on your embodiment, body, mind, and soul. This is why all of my programs, they are body, mind, and soul. To have tough warrior, to match this intensity, to match this level of war, and to create the change. You can check my services below. One-on-one mentorships, Astro reading, Astro healing, combination of mental training and astrology, and community membership. You're welcome.